Each year, scientists from the University of Maryland Center for Environmental Science produce a science-based, regionally detailed report card on the health of Chesapeake Bay. We used a variety of indicators, including water clarity, dissolved oxygen, the amount of microscopic algae in the water, or chlorophyll, nitrogen and phosphorus, and an assessment of the benthic community and aquatic grasses. We combined these 7 indicators into an overall score for 15 different reporting regions throughout the Chesapeake Bay. In addition, we are tracking several key species of fish and shellfish at the scale of the entire bay, namely blue crabs, striped bass or rockfish, and the most abundant fish in Chesapeake Bay, the bay anchovy. And this year, for the first time, we have initiated an effort to develop some climate change resilience indicators to track the ability of the bay to respond to various climate change forcing functions, like warmer and wetter conditions that we have begun to experience. The 2013 Chesapeake Bay report card grade was C, the same as last year, which is up from the D+ and C- grades in previous years. The numerical score was 45 out of 100, which is slightly better than predicted. 42 would be the prediction based on the water flow relationship that we established. So while 45 out of 100 is nothing to be proud of, we are glad that the grade did not slip from last year, especially since we experienced warmer and wetter conditions last year than the previous year. 2013 was a year without extreme events like the various storms in the previous years, like Hurricane Sandy and Irene and Tropical Storm Lee. In addition, we did not have prolonged drought punctuated by heavy rainfall events either. While the overall grade did not change, there are some important differences within reporting regions and among the different indicators. First, we are seeing a continuing degradation of the eastern shore tributaries that are dominated by agricultural land use. In particular, the upper eastern shore tributaries, which includes all the tributaries between the Chesapeake and Delaware Canal and the Chesapeake River, including the Elk, the Sassafras, the Chester, the Miles Rivers, received a poor grade, a D, and of even more concern, has a negative trajectory. So this region is bad and getting worse, not better. The Chesapeake River and the lower eastern shore tributaries also had poor grades last year, in part due to the rainfall in excess of 50 inches on the Delmarva Peninsula, but also due to the amount of fertilizer and chicken manure applied to the fields. The western shore tributaries, in contrast, generally improved last year, in part due to the success of sewage treatment upgrades, removing nitrogen and phosphorus, and the decline in atmospheric nitrogen deposition noted in our recently released New Insights report. Of particular note is the James River at the southern end of the bay, which has a positive trajectory and whose grade dramatically improved last year. Various indicators displayed different patterns as well. Chesapeake Bay is becoming murkier, measured as water clarity. This degrading water clarity has proven to be somewhat enigmatic, with active research programs addressing the causes of this trend. In 2012, we saw some improvements in water clarity in contrast to the long-term degradation of water clarity, but unfortunately in 2013 was another poor year of water clarity. The amount of chlorophyll in the water was also higher, contributing in part to the murkier water conditions. The indicator with the most improvement was the aquatic grasses, largely due to the expansion of widgeon grass, or rupia. This expansion of rupia, while welcome, is often a boom-bust phenomenon, so we shouldn't get too excited about this increase unless it's sustained over several years. The fish and shellfish indicators are looking good, with increases in blue crab and bay anchovy populations noted. While the 3-year average population of striped bass is down, last year was an improved population. So overall, a C for Chesapeake Bay for 2013, and given the warmer and wetter conditions, we're pretty happy that we've maintained a C. Thanks.